this movie, we in America are starved for movies about women and sexuality and relationships and intimacy, and you handled this very, very well. It's funny, but it still rings very true. How did you two collaborate on the script and making it as fun and real as it was?
Well, at the beginning, my desire to do a movie with Isabelle Huppert in a comedy with Isabelle Huppert and Benoit, because I knew that it will be an amazing couple on screen, and I could use their differences, the way that we think about their caricature in life also, what they are in real life, that what we can think about them very superficially, the control, or the career of Isabelle, and I think to put that in a way that we use that, but you play with that, and of course we discover behind these two characters more deep and more emotional, hidden behind an appearance, one very, very control freak and very woman very snobbish, very, yes, it seems to be like that, and he like an amazing guy, completely out of the society, and I thought that it was something about, of course, the social connection link. It was not possible at the beginning, through the culture also, because they are so far from culture class. And well, I spoke with Isabelle at the beginning. I told her I'm going to write a part for you, and I could speak about what kind of part, but it wasn't written. And after that, I wrote the script, but with them in mind.
How did you feel about this idea at the beginning, Isabelle? Did it appeal to you?
Oh yes, of course, yes, it appealed to me. I thought it was nice to. Well, we've known each other for quite a few years. We were not friends, but we.
But you'd never worked together
No, we'd
before.
never worked together before. But I like this slow process. Anne first called me and said she wanted to write this movie specifically for me and Benoit. She wanted to have us together on screen, and then she started having the idea. So it was exciting, because we were expecting something. We were waiting for the script, waiting for the movie to get made,
Which you co-wrote, right? I mean, you actually wrote.
Yes, I wrote everything with my scriptwriter, because I have the idea of all the characters, and I always work with him very close with Nicolas Mercier, the scriptwriter, because for a comedy it's very important to have somebody with you who have the sense of the rhythm, the dialogues, that because the dialogues, it's something very special in a comedy. You have to find the way it's funny, but the way it's true, all the time. It's not mechanic comedy. It's not a mechanic one.
So people are playing around with the preconceptions that they have of these two characters.
Mm-hmm.
When you first met Benoit, what was your preconception of him, and what did he turn out to be like?
Well, I usually try not to have preconceptions about people, especially about actors, because I know that most of the time preconceived ideas about actors are by definition fake, because
Exactly.
we are all different people that when we project on screen, and obviously Benoit does not escape this thing, so and I was expecting somebody like he is, he's very, very funny, of course, but not only very funny, very deep and very smart and very educated, very civilized, he's a really wonderful partner.
And how about the way that you two, your acting styles, and did you improvise a lot? It looks very fresh.
Well, acting by definition is improvisation, like someone said before, and I think that's quite true. I mean, it's all about being spontaneous and being doing something for the first time, even if it's written, and even if it's, even if you don't make up your own dialogues, it is about improvisation, and it's might be even more so in comedies, because something is more unexpected in comedies than in dramas for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I think that in comedies, you don't. In dramas, I think the note you are trying to find, the note, it's more clear than in comedy, because in comedy you always have to balance, to do more, to try more, to do less, and to balance that. And it's more insecure for actors and for a director, I think, to find the good level in the comedy, because if you don't do enough, it will be not funny, but if you do too much, it will be fake and not true, and that's an exciting challenge to find that always. Each scene you have to invent.
One of the things I like about this is that I've always believed that there's this, and perhaps you can answer this. Why is there, going back to Lady Chatterley's lover, or something? There's this idea of the proper, uptight woman being unleashed by the earthy gardener. What is the appeal of that?
And someone else was before you coming up with another unexpected comparison, saying it's the kind of taming of the shrew,
Yes.
And why not? Yes, I mean, so obviously, not only it's universal, but it's an eternal theme, to put two opposite people together and see how they finally get connected, by oppositions. When the opposition becomes compatible, becomes possible.
Right. Exactly.
It's fascinating. It's very erotic.
Ah, yes.
It's a change of gear. It's a change of mood. I don't know. It creates something very exciting.
It creates
because
energy.
It's a sort of trust in the human being, trust in the future, trust in the change. There's nothing worse than people who remain always the same. Nothing worse than situations that never change. Life is about movement.
It gives hope and erotism for me.
No question. It's sexy and it's surprising. At the beginning, you go, "No way."
No way.
You know
And
where
it
it's
makes them
going, but
sexy
you still
for
don't
you.
believe it's possible.
And all the two characters begin to be sexy, and they are eroticized by the other one,
And they get close to each other emotionally by the emotion, not and it's I don't know, it's like the border between the eroticism and the emotion was very thin. That's it's all connected and bound together.